We talk today, alright? I'm going to get that across to you. We are the Save Our Children Army, people. That's who we are the Save Our Children Army. And we're a group of parents, a group of adults that stand up, not just for our children, we're standing up for every single one of yours. Because you know why? Because the children are what's important here. I'm not important, you're not important, it's the children that are important. Right? So let's get something straight now. Here, draw a line in the sand. Protect all children at all costs. Right? There should be no grooming the children, especially not by the education systems, and you will hear about that from my friend. There should be no child trafficking within our local governments and the local authorities up and down the country. No social workers should be profiting off the back of children they are removing. No one should be making money off the back of children. I'm going to say it now. £32,500. That is what the price is of a child to a local authority. That's what they'll receive as an interagency fee. Okay? We've got a thing now, I'm going to talk about it today. Future risk of emotional harm. That's something that has not happened. Right? When I say it has not happened, it's possible in the future something may happen. As we all know, we could trip over, break our ankle. There's a chance it can happen. It does not mean it is going to happen. So future risk of emotional harm is one of the big risk tools that social work departments up and down the UK have been removing so many children. Future risk of emotional harm was a knee-jerk reaction from Tony Blair. How many other things did Tony Blair get wrong? Right? Well, one of the biggest ones that I've come across that he's got wrong is he legalised same-sex couples to adopt children. Right? And also, future risk of emotional harm came out at the exact same time. It went from 5,000 children to 10,500 children. It doubled and 500 in 1 year. From legalisation of same-sex couples to be allowed to adopt children. As far as I'm concerned, you can back for whatever team you want. Your sexualisation is what you want. That's your own agenda. From the moment you choose the same sex as yourself, you've given up that right to become a parent yourself. Right? It's a God-given right. You're given as a gift from God a child. So why does man think it's okay to legalise and basically corrupt a child's mind by making them raised with two of the same sex? You've already chosen your path, right? So why is there so many people handing stolen goods of our children? When I say handing stolen goods of our children, I'm going to hit it straight. Many of us have had children taken. The ones that have had their children taken, and many have come forward. And I couldn't believe it when I started joining the social services groups online on Facebook. They're absolutely everywhere, all over Facebook. Many parents are all in the same boat as myself. Also, the social worker has come into their life to tell lies about them to remove the child. It's gone from protecting a child to telling lies to remove a child. So it's protect, then abuse. That's what they've done. They've abused children while removing them from their loving families, of where they're supposed to know, of the people they're supposed to know, their background, their heritage, everything. There's many children around the UK that are growing up without their parents because a social worker thought it was okay to lie about them so they can get their paid performance-related bonus. It's money, it's greed, it's all about the financial side of it. It's like the social worker in my case. He's living in a £1.5 million house on £36,000 a year. Ask yourself, how can somebody on £36,000 a year afford a £1.5 million house that had only been in the country 12 years before he actually come across my family and destroyed my family? God forbid how many other families he's still destroying. He moves around still to this day. Every 3 to 6 months he's in a different local authority. His name is Jeffrey Williams. He's currently in Brighton Social Services now, working down there. He was in Sutton, he was in Croydon. He's gone from Croydon to Eastbourne. He basically moves around everywhere. Everywhere he's going, he's doing his reports, he moves on. He's destroying families everywhere he goes. And guess what? He can't be held accountable because he's an agency staff member. That's the clause that they can do. And it's all about the pay performance related bonuses for the senior social workers within the social work departments at the end of the year, which they get from once they've reached their quota that the government have sent down. Can you believe that? The government are actually sending down a quota, right, of how many children have to be taken and placed for adoption, right? This ain't Sainsbury's, this ain't Tesco's, this ain't Toys R Us, right? These are children, these are living beings that are being taken from their loving families and placed with strangers all around the country. When I say strangers, it could be same-sex couples. Some of us might not be comfortable with that, some of us might be. But like I said earlier, if you've chosen to go for the same team as yourself, what gives you the God-given right to steal somebody else's child? Nobody's got no right to take somebody's child. Nobody in this world should have the right to tell a lie to take a child from their loving family. End of the day, my daughter's now 4 years of age, and I would not be on this journey. I wouldn't be out of this microphone 5 years ago. It took me to have a child and see the corrupt system from what it is, right? So I'm out on the paper today with all my friends, raising the awareness about a number of abuses within the system. And I'm talking about foster care system abuse, the adoption system abuse. You know, the adoption system, let's talk about just two people, Jonathan David Clark, Joanna August. They are two people that run between them 50 private at 50 adoption agencies, fostering agencies and children's homes. The same two people are running privatised businesses at 50 of them. And they try and say there's no money in kids. Then they're in business with another guy, and they all run the children's services together called Polaris Children's Services. They're up in the Midlands. Well, Polaris Children's Services up in the Midlands, the guy that's the main head guy on that they're in business with, the director, he has a net worth of £80 million and he's written down as a secretary. Ask yourself, is there money in children? The evidence proves there is. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.